I do complain quite a lot about Star Wars, ever since The Last Jedi at least. Before that, it was pretty much golden. A-okay, good for me. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Not allowed to do those hand signals anymore. But, yeah, I thought Last Jedi, as you know, was absolute dog shit. Wrapped in cat shit, smothered in whale feces. Now, I'm unsure as to how big whale feces are. I don't know. I would think they're pretty large, though. If a blue whale shat on you, you'd probably suffocate. That's how bad I feel The Last Jedi was. You know, it suffocated the love of Star Wars out of me. But, they do some good things, you know? They give me daily, weekly content. At least they have done for a little bit. They didn't put anything out for so long, and now they're just bombarding you with, like, a new marketing campaign. Ton of TV spots, some of them good, some of them bad. But right now I'm going to be reacting to one TV spot called Celebrate. Now, obviously, celebration time, come on, da 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 da. I really, I hope this is not a musical. If there's a musical number, that would be a bit too far. I think that might take it a bit. I love musicals, you know, I'm all for them, but that might be a step too far. But there is actually another TV spot. Not going to be reacting to that, though, because in case I need content later in the week, then I have that. Because what do I need? I need the content. Anything I can get my hands on, I'm just like a slut for it. So let's get to this. Let's get to this TV spot. Celebrate came out a couple days ago. Let's get to it. Let's go.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now.
She's holding Luke's.
But this is your fight.
On December 20th, the saga will end.
Hold on!
Oh, that's some.
Let the final battle begin.
Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Get tickets now.
Okay, so the coloring with Poe was quite cool. He went to a green, and then someone else was obviously in like an orangey color, which was quite cool. They keep on going back to this, like, these horses on the spaceships, guys. Stop, all right? Stop! 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 It's not good. It's not good. This is going to be memed in a bad way. Stop doing it. If you can take it out of the film, just take it out. Trust me. These space horses on a spaceship it's not going to work. It's not going to be believable. I really doubt it. Really, really doubt it. I mean, when there are blasters firing at space horses, unless these space horses have like bulletproof protection over them, like anti-laser protection, like they're done. They're done though. It's just not gonna happen. It's a really, really not great idea. I do think they really have shifted their marketing a huge amount. It's crazy looking at where it was and where it is now. They're just hitting you as hard as they can, really, with as much stuff as possible. It's a lot of just regurgitated shots though. Like, there was probably like 5 seconds, maybe 6 out of this 30 seconds that was new footage, if that. One which was confusing, to say the least, was Leia holding Luke, Anakin's Rey's lightsaber. The lightsaber was bloody bruck. It was done. It got destroyed in The Last Jedi. Now she's literally holding it to give it to Rey, I would think, again, so she can have the lightsaber. What would be much better, would be if Rey actually ended up making one. That would be something. If Rey ended up making her lightsaber, that might bring some people over, you know? If she failed a couple times making it, the power just buzzed out and it cut out, and then she made another one and it was all good, and then people were like, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe put that in, because then it's not showing that she's just perfect at everything. She might muck up along the way and then she'll get good, you know, as opposed to just being the best ever from the get-go. Because it seems like that's basically what she is. And Luke says at the start that we've taught you everything we know. And it's like, you may have taught us some things, but you admitted, well, she's basically saying the Jedi, it doesn't add up, all right? Star Wars is not adding up, all right? And I think JJ has a chance of making a good film with Episode 9. I really do. I really think there's a chance it's a good film. This Palpatine stuff is throwing me for 6. I don't know what's going on there. But I'm not sure, and I've said it before, that they're going to be able to, like, put a bow on the franchise and send it off in a positive light. Because if they don't finalize this saga positively, in a good way, in a way that most people, other than you know, if you liked The Last Jedi, you're probably not... It's hard to say this, actually. To say, if you like The Last Jedi, you're probably not a hardcore Star Wars fan. But in most cases, you're probably not. Like, I've met a ton of people, and generally the people who like The Last Jedi are not fans of Star Wars. Like, the original trilogy or the prequels. Which is crazy. It is weird seeing an 8th episode in a TV show, an 8th episode in a franchise, to have new fans of some degree, but all the people generally who liked the actual franchise dislike the film. It's a very odd mix. That's my experience of it anyway. And even people who watched it who don't like Star Wars very much, they don't like it either. So I would say The Last Jedi had about 25% of people liking the film, as opposed to The Force Awakens, which probably had nigh on 60 or 70. Like, people were like, it's a good film, I enjoyed it. There were things that were good about it, things that were bad about it. But, you know, there are problems here, and I just hope that they can make sure the franchise isn't absolutely decimated. Make Star Wars great again. I said it by accident, just as like, oh, I shouldn't say that. But like, legit, make Star Wars great again. It deserves to be great. It deserves to be the best franchise on the planet. And maybe it takes them to bomb for them to actually understand that they've done something wrong here with the franchise. And like the killer nature that Rian Johnson did to that, to this behemoth, this world changer. He just destroyed it in certain ways. And if they're looking to do new Star Wars films in other parts of the universe, you know, other than the Luke Skywalker saga and the Skywalker saga overall, they need to make sure that they've aced this film and that most people will enjoy it, because people are not going to come back for this. They're coming back for Luke, they came back for Han, they came back for Leia. If those characters are not there and you just put the Star Wars logo on something and say, Star Wars, Boba Fett, people are not going to have it. I think maybe it's a good thing they didn't make the Obi-Wan Kenobi film and they decided to go with a series instead. I think it's a good idea. It keeps them in the cultural zeitgeist by putting those shows on Disney+, but it doesn't risk them bombing. Very, very strategically, it was a very, very clever move from... Whether it was Kathleen Kennedy who decided that, I don't think that would have been her. It would have been someone higher than her. It would have been Bob Iger, Alan Horn. Good decision making. I think that makes a lot of sense to decide to put that and any Star Wars properties coming out over the next couple of years straight onto Disney+. Don't risk them being in cinemas, because if they don't do well, it hurts the franchise. Whereas if they make TV shows, people watch them, it gets views, it only aids them in a certain way. So there is stuff that's good about Lucasfilm, you know, Indiana Jones. Maybe they'll decide to make another one of those. That might be a good idea. If Harrison Ford does like Indiana Jones more than Star Wars, apparently, so he might be coming back for that. He'll be in a wheelchair and he'll be like whipping people with his... Yeah, that would be a mad sight. Imagine seeing Harrison Ford in a wheelchair just coming along and then he just busts out his whip and he's like... Oh, that was very bad. But yeah, that would be mad. I'd play that. I'd take that. I'd take that. It's unbelievable, but like in a believable way. It's Harrison Ford. Anything is believable when he does it. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then Finn himself will come after you. Now, apparently, he's an idiot. I didn't want him to be an idiot. I wanted him to be the best character in this new saga. But he worked as a bloody stormtrooper, basically, a First Order trooper. He worked for them. He worked with them his whole life. And then, in the new trailer, he's just like, oh, wait, these guys can fly? Who knew they could fly? He's like, Poe should have been like, you should know they fly. You worked there. But he's like, I was technically a cleaner. I was a toilet cleaner. That was what I did there. Even then, it's sort of a bad sell. I can't buy that he didn't know that there were I can't buy it. Flight troopers. I don't have it. I'm not having it. Rocket troopers, I think they're called. Yeah. No, especially when he first came out with Luke's lightsaber, Anakin's lightsaber, Rey's lightsaber. When he came out in that first Force Awakens teaser and he lit up the lightsaber and it was like, oh shit. Shit, this is the guy. This is the guy who's going to lead the franchise. They just subverted expectations, got it to be Rey, and now we are where we are. But Finn will come after you. If he doesn't do it with his incredible stormtrooper training, he'll do it with his wonderful wit. He will screw you up. You don't want that, you really don't, so just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic. You've been great. I'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. I make a video every day. See you tomorrow. I do indeed, every single day. See you tomorrow. See you here. I don't know the time, but I will be here regardless. If there's one thing you can be sure of every day, it's that the sun will come up, the sun will go down, that's 2 things, and the 3rd thing is I will put up a video. Those are 3 things for sure. Yeah, so see you tomorrow. Skadoosh.